Hey guys, welcome back. We have a happy ending to what was a giant Pokemon card theft. Not the type of happy ending that you're thinking of, you perverts. All right, we have first edition collectibles in the old Massachusetts, New Bedford to be exact, a collectible card store that was recently broken into. We had a thief who took a bunch of very expensive items, a bunch of items that are extremely hard to sell on the secondary market without getting caught. Even if you have somebody that's going to sell them for you, it's going to lead back to you. This stuff is extremely rare. And not to mention the fact that it all has some designations on it, whether it's the WotC wrap, whether it's the hollow patterns. Yes, I know people in the last video when we covered this, like, oh yeah, they could just crack it out and regrade the cards. They all have a fingerprint on them. That can all lead back to the original perpetrator. Not a good idea to be stealing this stuff. But again, a lot of these thieves are dumb. A lot of these thieves don't know that stuff. And chances are they're probably going to sell it close to home, close to where it was stolen from, and they're going to get caught. And that is one of those cases here today. Luckily enough, the thief was too dumb to pull off the heist and the dumping of the product. Now, chances are, if you're breaking into a collectible card shop like this one, you're probably hard up for cash. You probably need to flip this stuff right away because you're greedy. Exactly what we saw happen. So we got the first edition collectibles.com website here. We got the Facebook post where they detail what happened, what went down, and they give a little thank you to a couple game stores. And I would appreciate if you guys did the same. If you're in the area and you can support these two, you can just give them a thank you. Give them a, hey, thanks for being on the lookout. Thank you guys for being on the lookout whenever I put these videos out about the thieves. Every little bit helps. Every person that's on the lookout is helpful, especially if people local too are aware of what's gone missing, especially if other card shops are aware of what went missing. They can be on the lookout because chances are someone's going to try to dump them at their shop. Exactly what we see here. You love to see it. People working together to make sure that this stolen collection of items goes back to the rightful owner. So, they say in this post, we're incredibly relieved and grateful to share that an arrest has been made and our stolen items have been recovered by the New Bedford PD. This wouldn't have been possible without their help and all of yours. The community rallied behind us, and because of the awareness generated, we were able to not only track them down, but take action. We need to give a seriously special shout out and thank you to Collectible Tags and Dream Collectors MA for coming to us right away when our items were brought to their shops. Without their help, this would not have been possible. You guys are amazing and a true testament to what this hobby and community are all about. Investigation is still ongoing, and there's plenty to be done still, but this is a huge step forward in our comeback. Speaking of comebacks, we'd like to announce that all proceeds from the sales of our comeback collection t-shirts will now be going to charity and giving back to the community. We will make a later announcement about where and how it will be used. Crime doesn't pay and karma is real. You gotta love it. So we got the little pic there from the police department where they seized the goods, the stolen goods. So we're gonna touch on collectible tags here first. One of the two shops that was thanked for their assistance in what led to the arrest of this individual. Bravo to them. Thank you. Thank you them. Thank you you guys. Thank you everyone that ever is on the lookout for this stuff. Whether it's if you have some spare time, you do a little search, see if they listed this stuff on eBay. Let some people know that are local to that area. Very important that if you own a card shop, you have a good relationship, or at least one that you can speak to and alert the other shops. Doesn't matter if they're a couple hours away. As far as you can reach the entire state, maybe neighboring states, you want to make friends with them so that you can easily, maybe a group chat, get in a group chat with each other, and you can let each other know when stuff is stolen, whether it's small, whether it's large. They can be on the lookout for that stuff. And we have this instance here with collectible tags. I believe this is the first of two locations. Might have tried to sell them at more. He might have tried to sell them elsewhere. But this is one of the locations and one of the stores that notified, which was 2 hours and 20 minutes away. That's a long drive for somebody trying to unload some stolen goods. Now, I'm going to ask you guys one more time, last day for it, promotion here. If you want to support the channel at no additional cost to yourself, at no cost to yourself at all, There's 6 links down below in the pinned comment. Click on the 6 links for the Samsung phones. Much appreciated if you do. They pay me $1 for each one of those links that you click. Super awesome way. Best way to support the channel currently. No pressure to purchase. If you do purchase, I will receive commission. Again, guys, unless you actually want one, do not purchase it. You don't have to. It'll be okay. All right. Now, CBS News. We had many. This thing has been covered everywhere in existence because, I mean, it's in excess of $100,000 worth of cards. There was somebody in the last video that commented, oh, yeah, the card store deserved it. How dare they sell that few items for that much money? Like, yeah, I don't think you understand what the items were. This is not like the card shop is scalping something. This is old product. This is old cards in exceptional condition that are worth a lot of money on whatever market you want to look at. So here we have a video shows theft of $115,000 in rare Pokemon cards from Massachusetts store. And we watch this clip here where he breaks through the window. Let's give it a look here. Go check out this article. Have time to do so.
Thief was caught on camera in a smash and grab, breaking into a New Bedford collector shop.
Used a hammer to get in.
Cards, very valuable cards.
He knew what he was going
over
for.
6 figures. But as Tammy Mutasa explains, that thief will have a hard time flipping them for cash.
I think though, if he knew what he was going for,
store owners are upset. This is
that he would know.
passion. They've been here for about 3 years and say nothing this big has ever happened. And yet the thief went through great lengths, smashing through 2 doors to get inside and steal the Pokemon cards.
I am definitely disappointed that this is what it's come to.
A brazen early morning heist that could rival any cartoon villain. In only 30 seconds, a masked thief busts into first edition collectibles on Tuesday at 2:30 a.m., knowing exactly what they wanted: Pokemon cards and boxes.
They came through this door as well. Yeah, they crashed through this door, walked right through.
One of the owners, Philippe Andre, says the rare and mint condition cards were worth nearly $115,000.
Never in my wildest dreams have I thought that, my shop would be, kind of the focus of something like this.
And this stolen vintage Pokemon box was the most valuable item stolen, worth $30,000.
She got them mixed up there
Exactly
the other box.
To target and what they were.
Could have been the editor.
Owners say the stolen items have serial numbers that are
they're
now
both
flagged as stolen. But the cases have now been emptied and the cameras are still rolling.
We're not going to let them win. We're not going to let them stop us.
Like this stolen Pokemon box says, the owners hope someone in the close-knit community will catch them all.
I don't know if they're desperate or money hungry or what, but if they're watching, they just know that they're not a part of this community. We have people out looking for them.
New Bedford police are investigating.
And the people and the Bedford police definitely caught them. Good job, everyone involved. Love to see it. And like, it's weird that he knew what he was going for, what he was grabbing, exactly what he should grab. But then, like, obviously, find like, hey, expensive cabinet, got all the big price tags on it. Heard about them, but still at the same time didn't have the hobby knowledge to know that, like, you can't just bring this, like, you can't just bring that to the shop down the road. You can't just bring that to a shop 2 hours away. Expect them not to be able to identify all of these very identifiable items, certain numbers on them, and even if they didn't, even if they were cracked out, it still has a hollow pattern that matches. It's still that number of cards that everyone's going to be on the lookout for, should be on the lookout for. All right, let's get into the arrest. We have the New Bedford Police Department. The suspect arrested in connection with high-value Pokemon card theft. A New Bedford man has been arrested in connection with an ongoing investigation led by New Bedford police detectives into the recent theft of collectible Pokemon cards. By 8th, officers responded to a breaking and entering at First Edition Collectibles located on Purchase Street. The suspect had stolen numerous high-value Pokemon cards and collectible merchandise, with the total loss estimated to exceed $100. On Monday, July 21st, Detective Nicole Rodriguez was assigned to the investigation, received information regarding a possible lead. The tip came after an individual attempted to sell a base set Unlimited Green Wings booster box valued at $30,000, item that matched the description of merchandise stolen during the burglary. Later that day, Detective Rodriguez was contacted by a location in Taunton, who reported a separate attempt by the same individual to sell additional Pokemon cards. Based on the rarity and value of the booster boxes involved, detectives determined that it was highly unlikely the same person would possess both without being connected. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't take much Pokemon knowledge to know that, like, you can't. This is going to be so easy. Even if one of the cards shows up, all of them were extremely valuable. If any of them show up, it's going to raise suspicion. The individual, identified as Richard Jovahn Nunes, 24, of Bluefield, was taken into custody in a coordinated operation with the Taunton Police Department. At the time of arrest, Nunes had an active felony warrant out of Taunton District Court. Who would have figured? It's a repeat offender criminal. Now, does the punishment for this stuff need to be greater? Probably. Clearly not a deterrent. That if you have somebody that already has felony warrant is now smashing and grabbing stuff from a small business owner, we got issues. There's a lot of issues out there. This is one of them. Following his arrest, additional investigation led detectives to an apartment in Dartmouth where Nunes had reportedly been staying. Detectives searched the apartment and discovered a shoebox containing serialized and graded Pokemon cards matching those stolen from first edition collectibles. Items recovered include, and then we got a list here, all very expensive stuff. Insanely expensive stuff in terms of like the Pokemon. Nunes was charged with 6 counts of receiving stolen property over $1,200. Now, I don't know if this is the best course. Not an expert on this. Maybe someone can do it in the comment section down below. In terms of like charges, it should be like total value. Like if you're stealing $100,000 from someone, I don't care if it's Pokemon cards, collectibles, artwork, jewelry, whatever it might be, the punishment needs to be extremely severe. Appreciate the support of the Taunton Police Department in helping bring this case to a successful resolution, said Chief Jason Thotty. Thank Detective Nicole Rodriguez for her solid investigative work and persistence in following up on leads that ultimately led to an arrest and the recovery of stolen property. In terms of like if you own a card shop, stuff gets stolen, whatever it might be, the best thing you can do is network with everyone around you, like I mentioned, and that's going to help. That's going to point the police in the right direction. In this case, where it's a high dollar amount, maybe they put more time and effort into investigating it, but probably don't just rely on them. If you can, do whatever you can to reach out, to notify people, social media, reach out to me. I'll make a video about it. Reach out to everyone that you possibly can locally, because chances are that's where the stuff is going to get sold, if not on the internet. Where we come in, we can do a little bit more on that end. But if you guys see the videos, theft videos, whatever it might be, sure to notify everyone that you can. If you know anyone in that region, let them know. Every little bit helps, because it just takes a couple leads. As we see here, it just takes a couple people to identify, to notice where these things are being sold online, whether it's in card shops, how dumb the perpetrator is. The case remains under active investigation. If you have any information, so you can contact them, 0899 Crime. Submit your tips there. Would also suggest you reach out to me if it's something that I've covered. If it's something I haven't covered, reach out to me and I'd love to cover it, love to spread some awareness. These videos are the most important of the videos, the ones where we're trying to identify the perpetrators. Even though they're not glamorous, they don't get the most views, they're not the most engaging. I mean, still, very important part of what we do here. All right, Linktree, speaking of what we do, and then we'll take a look at the arrest report, and we'll take a look at the location where he got caught, the second location. We have the Linktree. If you want to support the channel, the Linktree is the best way to do so. I never want to paywall anything. I never want you guys to feel like you need to send me money. I'd rather you guys buy something. You're going to buy something that you want and support the channel that way by either using a discount code, saving yourself some money, or we got the affiliate links down below. Click it before you shop for the things you're going to buy anyway. And that is all that I ask. Thank you very much to everyone that does that. You're the reason why the channel can thrive the way that it does. We got PSA, Pikachu, Securus, Card Shop, Card Market, Buyee. catch 'em all collectibles with the spend 25, get a free 25. Rip and ship is not good value. Against it if you're trying to get the most bang for your buck. If you want to waste money, these are probably the guys that you want to do it with because they are trustworthy. They're not going to scam you at the same time that they're going to charge you extra to open your packs. Collector app for tracking your collection. A bunch of discount codes for the stuff that I use and recommend. And again, the affiliate links on the bottom. Here we go. We got Card Market. Thank you to Card Market for sponsoring. If you're in the European region, you're looking for Pokemon singles, which are better value than opening packs, which is in turn better value than Rip and Ship. That's the place you want to do it. And if you're not from the European region, you probably want to make a friend there. If you want those regional variants, that's a great place to do it. Right. The arrest report. We have the case number 25-1426-AR. 2025-721. Got the old out of town, and we got it happening at 16 Taunton Green. Taunton. Pretty cool. So we have the charges here. Individual receive stolen property. It's a weird way to word it, but it is what it is. That's what they're going with. They're going with numerous individual offenses. I don't know what the solution. The punishment needs to be severe. If they're gonna get a slap on the wrist, they already have a criminal record. Gonna stop it? Do it anymore? Richard, stop it. Cut it out. Find a way to contribute to society in a way that is not stealing from others, especially small businesses. Like, it's bad enough stealing from a big box store. Embarrassed if you're doing that. Cards from Walmart. Do it from like a small business, someone trying to get by, trying to make a living, buying and selling Pokemon cards. Come on, smarten up. All right, we have a Dream Collectors MA, the old 16 Taunton Green address that we see on the police report where that happened, where that went down. So thank you to them as well. You guys are local to them. I'm a little thank you. We'll blow them a little kiss. Say thank you very much for your assistance. You can see, I guess he got lazy. The criminal in this instance was dumb and lazy because the first drive was a long one. Second drive was only 32 minutes from where he stole the stuff. That's desperate shit. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Glad to see that this stuff is getting cracked down on. Maybe he just really wanted some Wendy's and he was going to stop on the way. Get a blizzard. Something. See you next time. Bye.